Just because the Christmas decorations went up right after Halloween doesn't mean we're skipping over Thanksgiving. There's a lot to be thankful for, and we've got a lot to talk about. Our centerpiece this week features a twist on Turkey Day. It might just be the opposite of DIY, a dinner guaranteed to come out perfect.
So for example, if I have two clients that I'm doing a Thanksgiving dinner for, I'll prepare it out of our commercial kitchen. And 3 hours before the event, we'll arrive with the turkey almost pre-done already to 90%.
Then if your Thanksgiving is defined by a family feast, tiresome travel, and clumsy conversation, you might be hungry for something new, a growing trend based on friends.
There's never any disagreements, I guess you could say. So yes, we always have a good time, everybody gets along, it's very objective.
Plus, something to think about if you're planning to hit the highway this holiday. We'll have those stories along with the latest in our Positively Healthy Medical Series. I'm Amy Osher, and this is Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. Thanks for joining us. The fourth Thursday of November is set aside as a day to give thanks. Originally, it was a harvest festival, and it's still one of the only holidays where the menu is the main course of tradition. But things have changed over time, and nowadays the turkey is often served with a twist.
One thing that I really like about Thanksgiving is it just brings people together, and there's nothing really wrong that day.
If your picture of a perfect Thanksgiving is borrowed from a Norman Rockwell image, you might be setting yourself up for disappointment. A dry turkey, starchy potatoes, and soupy casseroles are rarely on the menu. Maybe that's why some people are updating their meal planning.
People really appreciate it when they can afford to have somebody to come in and actually take care of that whole services for them.
On any given day, personal chef Andy Hyde could be cooking for 6 or 16, even 60 people.
For example, just last week my client called me and said, can you be in New York within the next 6 hours? I said, well, absolutely. And while on the way over to the airport, that's when I start getting all the information as far as what they need. How many people is going to arrive. Then I start coordinating with my fish guy.
Sure, you could go to a restaurant for Thanksgiving, lots of people do, but a growing number of families are paying to stay put.
Yes, absolutely. About 60% of our business is preparing out of people's homes.
Even in your kitchen, Thanksgiving is no problem for a seasoned chef. You said this is going to have a lot of butter on it. Are
Yes.
you one of the chefs that like to cook with a lot of butter and richness?
Not necessarily. Only if it needs it. So this fish is so lean, it really does taste well with like a butter sauce on top of it.
A pro tip for do-it-yourselfer, Chef Andy is spilling the beans on preparing a moist turkey.
The one current trend that I highly recommend is brining your turkey, which is brining will be a 10% salt solution with water. When you brine the turkey, it actually helps keep all the juices in.
It's not just the know-how and added benefit of the chef-cooked feast or the chef-inspired dishes. Turkey Day favorites you love with a twist.
Cauliflower mashed potato, for example, so cauliflower is in season right now. A beet tartare, that's something that we're offering our vegans and vegetarians as well. That goes really well. Truffles is in season. I'm a huge fan of truffles. I would shave the truffles and stuff it inside the turkey breast and cook it like that. So
it's a luxury, of course, but keeping with the spirit of the holiday, Chef Andy's clients have something extra to be thankful for.
what makes it really special that day is just the relief of not having to clean up and set up that whole mess. I can carefully say.
There's a good chance you've taken part on this take on Turkey Day without even knowing it was a thing. Friendsgiving is blowing up this year. It's heavy on gratitude, light on stress, and extremely satisfying. Admit it, dealing with lots of cooking and lots of family can be a tad bit stressy.
Yeah, sometimes, because if I go home to my family in Ohio, then it's a safe bet if I just stay here and hang out with my friends for Thanksgiving.
So enter the observance of Friendsgiving. The idea behind it, as you can probably imagine, is spending Thanksgiving with friends. If Thanksgiving is defined by overdone food, tiresome travel, and political rants, then Friendsgiving may be like a loving hug of a holiday.
There's never any disagreements, I guess you could say. So yes, we always have a good time. Everybody gets along. It's very objective.
Turns out the practice isn't as novel as you think. It was cooked up years ago in reference to the TV show Friends. Every year the friends spent the day together as a family of choice. These days, Friendsgiving sounds pretty tasty.
Actually, this year I'll be spending it with family up in Orlando, but if I can't get around to seeing family, then yeah, absolutely, I'll hang out with my friends.
I think it's wonderful. It's great to have good friends. It's great to be down in Naples where the weather is always perfect.
Larry Glassberg and his wife are happy to be breaking bread with their buds this Thanksgiving. Truth is, Larry would be thankful either way.
It would be great if I were up north with my family. It'd be great if my family were down south with me.
Although it's laid back, there are a few loosely held Friendsgiving rules. The host makes the turkey, everything else is potluck. Appetizers are appreciated, dessert is mandatory, and booze is typically plentiful. No one criticizes the food. Arguments are, you guessed it, friendly.
Thanksgiving is just obviously about having gratitude and being around loved ones and people that care about you and sharing good times.
However you slice it, gobbling grub with a gaggle of your besties is a fun way to do some adulting. Did someone say road trip? Hopefully we've caught you in time. AAA predicts more than 54 million Americans will head out this year, traveling 50 miles or more for the holiday. That's counting planes, trains, and automobiles. But the biggest crush of traffic will be on the road. Of the 50 million plus travelers this Thanksgiving, it's projected that 2.5 million will be heading to Florida, with Orlando being the top destination in the entire country this year. Some of the state's larger cities will see up to 4 times the traffic congestion around the holiday. I-4 runs coast to coast and is undergoing a huge road construction project called the I-4 Ultimate, which involves a 24-mile makeover. In most cases, the best days to travel are Thanksgiving, Friday, or Saturday. The worst time to head out will be the day before Thanksgiving and Sunday, when a lot of short trippers will be heading home. One more thing, gas is a bit more expensive this year, higher than the last 4, up 31 cents over November of last year. It wouldn't be the holidays if there wasn't some stress thrown in. So be patient and drive safe. Still ahead, moving on from talking turkey to hot dogs. These pups are making a splash and loving every minute. That story is coming up. But we're going to take this break out with a preview of Black Friday, including early bird stores opening on Thanksgiving Day.
Life here is amazing, and so is the joint care. At the Total Joint Center at Physicians Regional Healthcare System, we've changed the experience of joint replacement for good. With our comprehensive joint care program, most hip and knee replacement patients return home in just 2 days, because we know you want to get on with your active life. Pain-free living starts at Physicians Regional Medical Center, Collier Boulevard, and Physicians Regional Medical Center, Pine Ridge.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom-designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida, and now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
Is your auto insurance keeping pace with your life? Ask for a AAA Triple Check insurance review to see if your current policy is still a good fit. An agent will assess changes in your life, like new vehicles or drivers. Make sure you've got the right coverage and all the discounts you deserve. They'll also see how a AAA membership can round out your protection on the road. Plus, provide roadside assistance, discounts, free services, and vacation extras. Ask for your AAA Triple Check today.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom-designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida, and now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
Life here is amazing, and so is the joint care. At the Total Joint Center at Physicians Regional Healthcare System, we've changed the experience of joint replacement for good. With our comprehensive joint care program, most hip and knee replacement patients return home in just 2 days, because we know you want to get on with your active life. Pain-free living starts at Physicians Regional Medical Center, Collier Boulevard, and Physicians Regional Medical Center, Pine Ridge.
Jean LeBouf has been an anonymous food critic in Lee County for nearly 40 years, and now JLB is expanding into Collier County.
Look for a new review every week. You'll never know where I'll turn up.
Surgeons are taking a new approach to removing large colorectal polyps as well as some localized tumors. This new technique is also cutting back on pain. Here's the latest in this week's Positively Healthy. Colorectal cancer is one of the leading causes of cancer-related deaths in the U.S. The good news is people diagnosed today have better options when it comes to surgery.
Minimally invasive surgery has progressed and is going down a road of developing into certain techniques and certain ways that we can enter through what are called natural orifices in a patient.
Dr. Susan Serra is a board-certified colorectal surgeon. When removing large polyps or tumors in the rectum, she finds transanal endoscopic microsurgery, a technique using a natural opening in the body, is a good choice for many of her patients.
It doesn't sound very glamorous, but there's newer equipment and technology, including laparoscopic equipment, where we can go or approach these procedures transanally and use much less surgical trauma to remove larger tumors and things in the colon that typically we weren't able to do in the past.
Using specially designed instruments, surgeons perform the operation through the anus. It allows them good access with minimal cutting.
There's no stitches and nothing on the outside that can be seen externally. So because of that, there's also much less pain, because a lot of the cutting and dissecting that we do on the inside doesn't involve a lot of pain.
The less traumatic procedure makes for less pain and offers patients a quicker recovery.
That polyp can be removed through the anus using this type of technology, and they would go home the same day. Whereas with a transabdominal procedure, they may have incisions, scars, pain afterwards, and they would be in the hospital at least 2 or 3 days.
So it seems like less is more when it comes to select colorectal surgeries. This is quickly becoming a fall tradition in Southwest Florida. A national doggy dock jumping event held each November is back at Six Bends Harley-Davidson. The event is called Hogs and Air Dogs, and it's hosted by the Gulf Coast Humane Society. Dogs come from across the country to compete in this 3-day contest, which took place over last weekend. We're circling back to show off this really cool video taken by Amanda Inscore at the News Press. Using a GoPro and some slow-mo, she put together this piece. If you go to the News Press Facebook page, you can see this video was actually shot with a 360 camera, so you can look around and get a sense of diving off the dock with the dogs. That's our jumping off point to check out other stories our reporters are covering on the beat.
Thanks, Amy. Hi, I'm Shelby Reynolds. I'm the food writer at the Naples Daily News. There are a number of cooking competitions for chefs in Naples, but there isn't one for wine. A local wine distributor here in Naples started a sommelier showdown in which local somms go head-to-head to test their skills. Each expert is given 2 red wines and 2 white wines in front of a live audience, and the first to get all of the varieties right moves on to the next round. Find my coverage of the sommelier showdown in Wednesday's Naples Daily News or online at naplesnews.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Ashley Collins, features reporter here at the Naples Daily News. This past week I got to step into a cryo chamber. For those who don't know what that is, it's actually a sub-zero single chamber room that you walk into and you stay in there for about 2.5 to 3.5 minutes, and it's just blasting cold air and liquid nitrogen on you. It's very freezing, especially for somebody who's from Florida and not used to those temperatures, and it's said to help with anxiety, help with muscle tension, and a lot of other things. For more on this story and to hear about the other services offered at U.S. Cryotherapy in Naples, visit naplesnews.com.
Hi, my name is Brittany Carloni, and I'm a reporter with the Banner and the Naples Daily News. This week I wrote about Ghostbird Theater Company's latest site-specific performance. Boxes Are for What We Keep ends its run at the Hatchie Center in Estero today. The show is a trilogy with 3 short plays that tell the story of a fish creature locked in a box. Read more about the production in last Wednesday's edition of The Banner and online at naplesnews.com.
I'm Harriet Heithouse, arts and entertainment writer for the Naples Daily News and naplesnews.com. Naples may be a city of writers, and there are a lot of interesting books out right now for gift giving by local authors. But some of these books are by people who never thought they would be writing a book, and their stories are amazing. Read about it in today's Naples Daily News and naplesnews.com.
Thanks, guys. Our last stop in the newsroom is Brent Batten and his weekly commentary. Brent?
Thanks, Amy. Well, it's less than a week before Thanksgiving, and you know what that means. You're already 3 weeks behind on your Christmas shopping. Fortunately, Oprah Winfrey has come out with her list of favorite things, a holiday tradition right up there with crushing your neighbor trying to get into the store at 5 a.m. on Black Friday. This list is of great benefit to me personally, not because I'm going to buy anything on it, but because it gives me a good idea of what not to buy. For example, there's no way I'm going to buy for myself or anyone on my list a Royal Horticultural Society gardening kit with its decorated gloves and matching pruning shears. But you know what I could use? A weed whacker. One of those gas-powered jobs that can take down a small tree. That's some royal gardening, if you ask me. Or the smokeless indoor grill by Philips. Smokeless? Indoors? That's not a grill, it's a microwave. Give me a Weber wood-fired smoker with lots of mesquite chips and a built-in can holder for my beer. Oprah recommends a trio pan that can cook 3 types of lasagna simultaneously. She recommends veggie and gluten-free in addition to meat lasagna. Now, I'm no mathematician, but doesn't that mean there would be 2/3 less meat lasagna to go around? No thanks. In all, Oprah identifies about 100 favorite things. Technically, I'm not sure anyone is even allowed to have 100 favorites, but that's a debate for another day. For now, suffice it to say that I won't be buying a goat milk soap set. But, come to think of it, I could use a package of lamb chops to smoke on my new grill. I'm Brent Batten. Be sure to read my columns on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays in the Naples Daily News. Check me out on Facebook, and as always, thanks for watching.
When we come back, a practice run for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That's ahead on Behind the Headlines.
Come on, Flex Team. JoJo Team is showing you up. Let's go. That's it. Come on up there. There you go.
The area's only 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting for the care you need. And because we're full-service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. Only at Physicians Regional Healthcare System.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom-designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida. And now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
Is your auto insurance keeping pace with your life? Ask for a AAA triple check insurance review to see if your current policy is still a good fit. An agent will assess changes in your life, like new vehicles or drivers. Make sure you've got the right coverage and all the discounts you deserve. They'll also see how a AAA membership can round out your protection on the road. Plus, provide roadside assistance, discounts, free services, and vacation extras. Ask for your AAA triple check today.
Life here is amazing, and so is the joint care. At the Total Joint Center at Physicians Regional Healthcare System, we've changed the experience of joint replacement for good. With our comprehensive joint care program, most hip and knee replacement patients return home in just 2 days, because we know you want to get on with your active life. Pain-free living starts at Physicians Regional Medical Center, Collier Boulevard, and Physicians Regional Medical Center, Pine Ridge.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom-designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida. And now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
Jean LaBouffe has been an anonymous food critic in Lee County for nearly 40 years, and now JLB is expanding into Collier County.
Look for a new review every week. You'll never know where I'll turn up.
Okay, either I'm really old or just really out of touch, but the new Macy's parade balloons went totally over my head. This year's event is rolling out a handful of first-timers, including the warrior Goku Little Cloud and Sunny the Snow Pal. Our sister property in New Jersey stopped by a parade rehearsal. These test runs have been going on for weeks in advance of the annual Thanksgiving Day parade. The new characters come from video games and Netflix streaming shows. Sunny the Snow Pal was created by Macy's to use in store holiday displays and sold as plush toys and merchandise. What a huge platform for these parade characters, which are, by the way, huge and quite a handful, evidently.
Hold your position. You're doing good. There's going to be another gust coming here any second. Hold your position. Here it comes. Hold on. Don't move. Don't move. Come on, Fleck team. JoJo team is showing you up. Let's go. That's it.
Another thing we're thankful for are the top movies that show up in theaters this time of year. Thanksgiving weekend is a huge one for movies, especially ones that want to be considered for awards. The USA Today put together a list of must-see flicks for the fall.
I don't sing my own songs.
Why?
I just don't feel comfortable.
We have serious problems.
He's waited for this night. He's waited for me.
We live in a complicated world.
It doesn't seem that complicated to me.
That power, it's not completely awful.
That'll do it for this week's show. We wish you well on this holiday weekend, and thank you for watching. You can always catch up on past shows by logging on to naplesnews.com. On the homepage, scroll down to quick links and select behind the headlines. I'm Amy Osher. See you back here next week. Are you one of the chefs that like to cook with a lot of butter and richness?
Not necessarily. Only if it needs it. So this fish is so lean, it really does taste well with like a butter sauce on top of it, right? Or a cream sauce. But then the cream sauce, then it also is a little bit too heavy. So then you lose that fish clean flavor, right? And this fish, I like to cook it whole. Because and we cook it whole, we serve it whole as well. Because if you eat it on the bone, if you cook it on the bone, you get more flavors out of it, right? I know that was shocking a little bit.
I couldn't look at it. No, I just couldn't look. I was afraid his eyeball was going to pop out, and I just could not risk that. Okay, now. I was afraid what I might see.